first of all, my mother, after hearing you sing Hallelujah,
Oh, no.
is in love with you.
Oh, okay. That
And
could
she's
have
like
gone many different ways. I didn't know what you were going to say.
I got to tell you, Justin, we were watching the Hope for Haiti telethon last night.
Sure.
The duet you did, singing Hallelujah, was absolutely breathtaking.
Oh, thank
What
you.
was it like for you to actually perform?
It was an honor. It was an honor. I think I got an email. I think it was a couple of weeks ago, and I think I was the first one to say absolutely, without a doubt, yes. And it was nice. It was nice to Matt, who I signed to on my little independent label. It was nice to do with him. I mean, we've been singing songs together since I was 10.
Yeah.
So it was an honor to do it, and it was an honor to do it with him. And it was an amazing feeling that everyone had there last night.
What was it like after the telethon ended? What was the energy in the room like? What happened? Did you talk to?
Actually, I was there for the first hour to answer telephone calls, and then I went back after the performance to do some more of the donations and some of the telephone calls. And I think most of us stayed there for an extra half hour. Just, there were so many phone calls that were coming in. We kind of wanted to stay there as long as we could. But it was this feeling when George kind of came in and said, okay, you guys, that was amazing. Everybody kind of got up and applauded, and we were hugging, and everybody kind of stood there and talked to each other for a while, and so it was a feeling of unity. It was really cool.
Was there anybody there that you had never met before, or that you were just really excited to talk to and just kind of converse with about the experience that you had?
Well, not so much that. I just think that it was definitely a surreal moment to see everybody in the same room.
He had everyone.
No, it was everybody in the same room.
I saw Jack Nicholson. I mean,
it was.
So many people.
It says a lot. Yeah, it says a lot about everyone who attended. It says a lot about George, that he's beloved, and it says a lot about the size of everyone's heart and soul to be there last night. It was really cool.
And we heard some of the phone calls being taken. Like we heard Steven Spielberg on the phone with a caller.
Sure.
We heard Reese Witherspoon.
Sure.
Do you remember anything about anybody you talked to that kind of stood out?
I mostly got I got probably more calls from New York.
Really?
Weirdly enough, they were patching all the New York calls, I think, to me. But it immediately like all these SNL references came out, and we had some laughs over SNL. And then, it's nice to be able to find some humor amidst all of the vibes. So I had a good time talking to people. I had I sort of was Alec. I sat next to Alec for a little while, and I kept trying to. You'll never believe who I'm sitting next to. It's Alec Baldwin, and say hi, and he'd say hi. So it was the whole vibe was everybody came. Everybody drove themselves, showed up, came, and did their part, and it was really amazing.
I love that everybody was understated. There were no big announcements of who the celebrities were. Sure. Everybody came to work, and the focus was Haiti.
Sure. I mean, I don't really know how it was covered as much, but yeah, it was just a really good vibe. I applaud everyone who came.
So will you do SNL again?
I will. I'm sure I will end up on that show sooner than later. Yeah.
I just had Alec Baldwin up here. He hinted that Tina Fey may be the third host at the Oscars with him and Steve Martin. How do you think she would do?
I mean, Tina is brilliant. She did brilliant writing on SNL. The second time I hosted, she was a writer there, and 30 Rock speaks for itself. I mean, she's outstanding. So I think you can't lose with Tina. That's what I think.
Have you ever met him? Come on, you guys still have the same hair.
I tried to straighten my hair so I don't look like you tonight.
Oh, okay.
How you doing, man?
Everything you can to not look like me. It's a curse.
No, it's
a
not.
Curse. No.
You guys should share hair gel secrets, I think.
Yeah. We rub our hair together. And get some hair.